One of my very first PDMGs this year was questioning the future of the Donkey Kong series given Donkey Kong's redesign in the initial trailer we saw for Mario Kart. And I feel like Donkey Kong Bananza confirms my fears, for lack of better terms. I feel like Nintendo has decided to take the reins of Donkey Kong, and they're going to do their own thing with it now, right? We're not keeping with these rare traditions. We don't see any Kremlings. We don't see any Diddy Kong yet, at least. I can't know for certain that these elements that Rareware introduced are gone, but the way that Donkey Kong is done is Nintendo style. They're doing Nintendo's style Donkey Kong now. That's not what I would have preferred. You know, I grew up with the Donkey Kong Country games. It was one of my very first video games I ever played, and so I'm very attached to it, and yes, I will miss those elements. On the other hand, I am very excited for this game. I have a lot of trust in in-house done Nintendo stuff, and one of the big things that I was speculating before the presentation began was a new 3D Mario game. And perhaps the reason they're not doing that right now is simply because, you know, we have Mario Odyssey on the Switch, and now that's playable on the Switch too. Maybe they'll even do an expansion, who knows? But that means instead, they can dedicate those time and resources into this 3D Donkey Kong adventure. Can you imagine a Donkey Kong adventure on the scope of something like Mario Odyssey? Because I feel like that's what we're going to get. We're going to get a great, big, new, amazing Donkey Kong game, regardless of which characters are in it or not. I'm very much looking forward to Donkey Kong Bananza. And if the other elements of Donkey Kong are just kind of historical elements now, you know, they can't take that away. They'll always exist.